Dude, where the heck is this guy? I can never find him. We were supposed to do this nasty pool today. Look at this thing. We're supposed to do this job, and did he get scared? I don't know, I just can't find him. I can never find this guy. It's always a mission to find this guy, to do these videos. It's like he runs away. I don't know. Where the hell is he? Wait, what the?
Dude, they after me still? All right, let's go. Bienvenido al canal de YouTube. Soy el perro grande. Come on now, let's get to business. Anyways, folks, today, I know you're used to seeing, I know what all y'all thinking. Y'all are thinking, Brady, you're so handsome and tall and cool and wealthy. What are you doing standing next to a green swimming pool? Well, folks, being this good looking doesn't pay the bills, all right? We gotta clean some dang pools, man. We got a green swimming pool today, and today's video is gonna be all about draining and acid washing a swimming pool. Honest to God, I don't know what's in this pool right now. I've seen a couple bubbles come up here and there. We might be dealing with turtles, frogs, alligators. I don't know, we're gonna find out, but let's get to it. Folks, we're gonna get a little radiation poisoning. This thing is emitting high levels of green. I mean, there's stuff living in it. I don't know if you can grab that. There's little critters every once in a while. I'm seeing a bubble pop up. We might be, good news is Alex got you got experience wrestling gators, right? A little bit? We might be a gator down here. We're dealing with turtles, frogs, who knows, man. We can't see the bottom, and bubbles are coming from somewhere, so we got this. We're the Water Dawgs for a reason, though, baby. We got this. Did you, I mean, was that a...
It was a tadpole.
Oh, it is a... Oh, jeez Louise.
There's a bunch of them.
Oh, man. Well, the fact that, I tell you what, I don't want to stick my hand in there. And I most certainly don't want to stick my hand in this. So let's let there be light. We got ourselves a sump pump here. Let's see if it wants to cooperate with us. Oh, here we go. Oh, she's frisky. Oh, she's frisky. Here we go. And there she goes. Right now, we're moving probably close to a gallon a second.
So where's this being drained to?
For legal purposes, that's a great question. Over there. That's the official answer.
Outside of frame, right?
Outside of frame, exactly. No, there's a big like storm drain looking thing on the other side over there, and we only have so much hose to work with. Damn, folks, you want to know something cool? Look at all these hose I got, man. Brady's drowning in hose. Anyways, this is the very, very, very jerry-rigged way of doing this. But basically, we're gonna have this sump pump. By the way, fun fact, 26 years of life on this planet, and I've been calling it a sun pump the entire time. It's a sump pump. But right now, all this is sucking water hard through this blue hose. And it's going over yonder. So, pretty cool. Before long, the whole thing will be drained and we'll be wrapped up. So,
Pretty sweet.
this point's just a waiting game.
It's probably not a good sign that it didn't just kickstart.
Two hours later.
So basically, folks, we want to drain this pool as fast as we possibly can. This thing is helping. Right now, it is moving water, but we got a lot of water in the pool. So we were thinking, what's an easier way of doing that is we, run the pump, have a hose on the pump, and get like double the circulation. But the problem is, the drains are so mucked up and covered, and honest, we don't even know because we can't see the bottom. So, and I don't think anyone wants to volunteer to jump in and clear it by hand. So I think we're stuck with this method. So.
1 hour later.
You can say here. I mean, I figure let's wait. Let's see if we can get it down a couple feet.
Like another hour.
All right. Well, let's go be productive then, man. Let's go get some business.
Yeah.
Big brain Brady didn't realize it takes time for water to leave.
Literally.
Let me see.
26.
Let me see. That's crazy.
The legs come out.
Their legs are growing?
Well, they start off as tadpoles, and you see it kind of wrap. You can see them in the back right here. Look. Exhale.
Nice.
I just took a little nappy poo in the truck because thankfully it stopped raining now for a little bit. But yeah, as you guys can probably tell, water levels dropped significantly. Just so we can stay productive, we're going to start working on some of the walls, but sump pump is still, I mean, it takes a long time to get this much water out of a pool. So yeah, stay tuned. Oh my goodness, man.
What's going on?
We've got like a tadpole farm coming out. Alex has gotten out of there like 20 or 25.
Over 30.
Over 30 tadpoles have come out of just this skimmer hole, and they're not like the tiny, tiny little guys. Like they're big old creatures. So I think they're living and coming out of the piping in the pool. I don't know. Either way, we're gonna start doing a little bit of acid work. This thing right here is something you can get at Home Depot for like 50, 60 bucks. It's got a 50-50 mix of muriatic acid and water. And basically what we're gonna do, get started on, is we're gonna start spraying the walls, giving it like a deep clean and disinfectant. So this is all we're doing. And you'll see see those bubbles? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's hissing. There's a significant chemical reaction going on here. It's basically just cleaning it up. It's taking the top layer off. We just let it sit for a little while and eventually we wash it off, but this is pretty much what we've got for the day. And this is a real dirty pool. Normally if it's not that dirty, it'll just be a very light reaction. If it bubbles and foams up this much, or if it turns a bright, pungent yellow, that's a sign that it's doing its job. Trying our best to be pool humanitarians, I guess. Fortunately, some of these little fellas are gonna die. These are big old tadpoles. We're trying our best to get as many of them as we can in the bucket because we're gonna try to take them to a lake or something. But it's one thing when they're like little tiny fellas and there's like a billion of them and they're like the size of a. But these guys are big. This stinks.
Almost frogs.
Yeah, I think he might have a little juice left, but like this guy's dead. Oh my God, he's not dead. Oh, he looks dead though. He's gonna die. Ah, dude, this is terrible. This is terrible. Maybe I'll have Alex take over the cleaning and I'll try my best to be the humanitarian. This sucks. This is the shitty part of the job. There's probably 300 or 400 or 500 of them in this bucket. I mean, even if we can get a dozen to adulthood or just give them a fighting chance, that'll be nice. Old humanitarian Brady, man.
Yeah, man. No, you gotta respect life, dude.
You got it. All right, folks, we're trying our best to be humanitarians. What did I say? Alligators and snake in area. Beautiful. Yeah. That's all of them. Let's see if they want to. I see a little bit of movement.
What's all that movement back there?
No, there's a few.
There's
a few on the bottom that are moving around. Some of them might have been just like dazed, so.
I mean, they'll have fresh water.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the fresh water will give them a little kick, but.
No, I literally see them moving now.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's got the spirit. What was it? There's a kid on a beach, and he's, the tide had come up or something like that, so he's picking up, all these starfish are, they've basically been like, what do you call it? I don't know what the hell this saying is. Like, the tide came in, the starfish came up. When the tide came out, the starfish were stuck out there. And this little kid is like picking up starfish one by one, and he's hucking them back in the ocean. And there's, hundreds of thousands of these things. But this old man comes up to the little kid, and he's like, "What do you think you're doing, man? Like, you're not accomplishing anything. There's no way you could possibly put a dent in, all these starfish. There's no way you'll make a difference." And well, the kid picks up one starfish, hucks it, and he goes, "It made a difference for that one." So, I don't know, there's a lesson in that. Heard that when I was like 18, and clearly the principle still applies. So it's like every little action you take, it has the potential to make a big difference for somebody. So, They just don't have much life in them. But I mean, they're still you know what's insane to think about? Those all these animals. There's, I mean, look at that. Yeah, there's still some of them are still kicking. So
Yeah, there's still hope.
I think we got It's the most developed. I mean, you couldn't duplicate it in a lab if you wanted to. But what's crazy is every single one of these stupid little tadpoles, even though they're basically, you know, throwaways in the grand scheme of things. I mean, they all have eyeballs and brains and nerves and stomachs and everything, man. It's crazy. Yeah, this was the first batch.
Oh man, yeah, they're all
A lot of dead, but there's still a lot of alive ones, which is good. And then the second batch is, they kind of just floated out. So we'll see what we got though, fellas.
And the third batch is tadpoles.
Third batch is not inspiring hope.
So Brady, what are we doing right now?
Right now what we're doing is a big step for business. We're, Alex, one of my helpers we just brought onto the team, I'm gonna be giving him most of my equipment as I'm gonna start focusing more of my time on building the business, advertising, marketing, and being a business owner, frankly. And he'll be helping me with a lot of like the operating stuff, the work, essentially. So we're taking some of the equipment off my truck, putting it in his truck. So,
And why is that important?
well, I'm essentially buying back my time. Because at the end of the day, if I'm doing every aspect of the business by myself, 100% by myself, I don't have the ability to spend quality time on marketing or building the business or doing some of the stuff that grows the business. Now, ultimately, I could get X amount of accounts and cap myself at X amount of accounts. I can do so many pools in a week, so many pools in a month. I don't take on any new business, but I don't really see the point in doing that because you can't grow. So obviously I've been looking for help, and I interviewed Alex. I put an application in on Indeed, which is like a website for people who can apply to jobs, and people who are looking for employees can post to it. And Alex, I put in an advertisement out for, oh hey Alex, man. I put out an advertisement for a swimming pool technician, and the application got, I mean, when it was all said and done, like 55 or so applicants. Alex is the first one to give me a call though. So I was really impressed. I kind of said in the ad, I don't really care if you're 16 or you're 66. You know, if you're a go-getter and you got a good work ethic and you want to do the work, you know, feel free to fill out an application. But he really impressed me over the phone, and I said, how about we get, you know, we'll get lunch a little later that day. We got to Chipotle. We sat down for, what was it, like an hour and change or something like that. And yeah, we even did a pool afterwards, man. I mean, and what impressed me about Alex is he drove up from Miami. So what is that, about 45 minutes or so. Most people would be moaning and groaning about that. We sat for an hour, and then afterwards, I'm like, hey, do you want to do a pool with me? And he was like, yeah, why not? We drove 5 minutes to one of my Fort Lauderdale accounts. We did the pool, and right then and there, I was like, I want to bring this guy on the team. So it worked out well. But Alex is an incredible asset to the business, because if I want to grow and scale the thing, I can't do it by myself. You know, I need help. So I can better spend my time on things that are gonna, you know, expand the business and scale the business. Yeah, the guy asked Richard Branson, he's like, what's the secret? How do you do it? Like, how do you build all these companies? And he's like, it's basically a two-step process. You find really, really, really talented people who are better at the job than you are. That's step one. Step two is get the hell out of their way and let them do work. So, you know, Alex is a hell of a lot smarter than me when it comes to pools. You know, the goal is to put him in a position where he's going to succeed. I'll be there as a support role if he ever needs me. And that's how we grow, man. That's how you build a business. That's how you scale a business. So that's what we're trying to do, at least. And this is part of that equation. We're kind of like the passing of the torch, essentially. We're getting equipment from my truck onto his truck, some of the chemicals, and you know, we're going to grow this thing, man. I'm excited. It's going to be cool. A little bit of poor planning on my end. You know, hey, learning. We're learning, trial and error. But we're gonna have to finish up the rest of this job tomorrow. But to summarize what we did today, we started the process. Obviously, this pool was completely full to the top with just green, murky nastiness. We've gotten it all the way down to the bottom. As you can kind of see, we've started the process of cleaning off the walls. Things are looking a lot better. Humanitarian Brady, shout out me. No free shout outs, but shout out me. I tried to save the lives of a whole bunch of tadpoles. And even if I didn't, it'll be fish food for something. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow to finish the job and hopefully not violate any more rules of the Geneva Convention.
A special gas brigade was set up.
So if anyone did see that, you didn't see it.
Tomorrow.
Normally, I feel like I would issue a challenge. Like if this video gets 26 views, I'll go step into liquid death. But I gotta do that regardless. You guys better like and subscribe, folks. All right, well, I'll see if I can finagle it, because I've ran into this a couple times and sometimes it just takes a little bit of magic.
What do you think is happening?
It's a great question. Well, what happens normally is there's a little ball in here. Once it's up like this, it should kickstart the, I'm wondering if maybe it sucked up some unfortunate souls. Because we gotta get all this water out of here. We can't just refill this and clean. And the only problem is the shop vac, it can only hold 16 gallons. And this is a lot more than 16 gallons. So there's no way in hell we're gonna.
It needs to be like a couple inches at the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking probably 1,000. Oh, that's great. Oh, get off the bottom of my shoe. Oh, especially with all these nice little open wounds on my ankles and stuff. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to just wade right into. I love it. This is great. This is awesome. I love this so much. This is so cool. Oh, I love it. This is awesome. So cool. Great. Play with me here. Work with me. It's probably not a good sign that it didn't just kickstart. Yeah, dude, they got something wrong with their outlet. 100%. It ain't the pump. There's something wrong with their side.
So I see you're doing some rocket scientist work.
Yeah, dude, NASA, they sent me another hat, man. They were like, we saw your old video. They liked and subscribed, so, you know, if NASA does it, guys, so do you. And they're like, hey, we want to send you another hat. And I was like, for sure, guys. You know, I'm kind of a big brain. It's no big deal. And then, yeah, I got like some, like a Medal of Honor or something, some Purple Heart medal. I don't know what it was. I'm kind of a big deal, but it's no big deal, guys. You know, seriously, as you can tell, I'm really smart. I mean, I'm struggling. I'm having a UFC fight with an extension cord right now, so. Real big brain activities. There ain't no damn on button on this thing. Drop it and it starts going, but it has to be that green extension. It has to be the extension cord. Well, the problem is the new extension cord I just gave her, I picked up off that table and I just realized we left out in the rain all day.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to smell like a pool again, so instead of an ecosystem.
Folks, I'm a broken man. I'm a broken man after buying all this equipment and chemicals and all that stuff. I've got fish guts on me. I've got tadpole splooge on me. I'm just, but we did it. We're filling it up, man. I'll probably do one more little once over with the acid and get it out, but we took this from where it was to where it is now. And that's nothing short of a miracle. So thanks for sticking by. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow Henry on Instagram too. hard_to_find_media. A lot of underscores. Follow him on Instagram. Follow Big Dog Brady Flanders on Instagram. And you gotta like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. That's the video. For every push-up I do, I gotta get one more YouTube subscriber. Every push-up's a YouTube subscriber. Actually, I'm curious how many I can do.